Hello and welcome to Yoga House Oz. Please read the information at the bottom of this video as it contains important information to support you in this practice. Coming now to lying on the front of your body and onto the tops of your feet. Have your forehead in contact with the mat and your forearms also in contact with the mat with your fingers pointing forward. Relax your hands and your arms. Invite the whole of your body to relax and soften as much as possible. Especially invite the small muscles of your face to relax and your pelvic floor. And become as intimate as possible with your breathing, simply by feeling the many rhythmic sensations that it's generating in many parts of your body. And allow your breath to flow as freely as possible. By this I mean that you're not doing anything intentionally to your breath. Let go of any tendency, however subtle, to pull your breath in or to push your breath out. Simply allow your breath to flow as freely as possible. When you're ready, slip your hands back so your wrists are underneath your elbows. Softly broaden your palms to stabilize their contact with the floor. Allow your shoulders to be as relaxed as possible, away from your ears and away from each other. And on your next inhalation, come softly up through all fours, staying there for a moment, crossing your feet at the balls of your feet, and then trying crossing your feet at your ankles, or leaving your feet as they were, hip-width apart, whichever's most comfortable. To slip softly back and down, buttocks towards your heels, ribs to your thighs, forehead to the floor. Softly lengthen your arms towards straightness, palms softly broad. And as you lengthen your arms, lengthen from your relaxed shoulders to your fingertips, and from your fingertips back to your relaxed shoulders, to support your shoulders to be as relaxed as possible, away from your ears and away from each other. On your next inhalation, come up to all fours, allowing your spine to remain relaxed, and on each exhalation, slip softly back and down. As you alternate between these two movements as softly, as sensitively as possible, continuously broaden your palms to support your shoulders to be as relaxed as possible and away from your ears. Check at the end of each inhalation that your head is hanging free as your spine is relaxed and you're looking always back towards your knees. Check also that your pelvis is behind the line of your knees so that your thighs are vertical. As you feel the sensations being generated in your body, and invite those sensations to be as soft and quiet as possible. When you next come up to all fours, move your hands a little forward perhaps, to come down onto the front of your body, thighs, abdomen, ribcage, and finally forehead. Feel free to bring your forearms in contact with the mat with your fingers pointing forward. Softly broaden your palms and lengthen your arms between your relaxed shoulders and your hands. And you're on the tops of your feet with your forehead in contact with the floor. Relax your back, your buttocks, your legs and your feet. Relax the muscles of your face and your pelvic floor. And on your next inhalation, softly lengthen your feet, lengthening from your inner ankle to the ball of your big toe. As you softly broaden your feet from the ball of your big toe to your little toe, to softly draw your feet towards their outer edges. So on each inhalation, you're softly lengthening your feet down the inner plane of your feet to draw your feet a little more parallel to one another, as you softly broaden from the ball of your big toe to your little toe, to softly draw your feet towards their outer edges. Allow your legs to remain completely, continuously relaxed, although you may be feeling sensations in your legs. Allow your legs to remain relaxed, although fully responsive to the activation and release of your feet, and inquire into the possibility of softening the sensations as much as possible, eventually relaxing your feet completely. On your next inhalation, slip your hands back so that your wrists are underneath your elbows. Softly broaden your palms in their contact with the floor to support your shoulders to be as relaxed as possible away from your ears and each other. Inhale, come up through all fours, crossing your feet or ankles perhaps to slip softly back and down. Bring your elbows in contact with the floor, shoulder width apart. And with your elbows in contact and your forearms in contact, now bring your palms together. Little fingers in contact with the mat, thumbs up. And with your broadening palms in contact with one another, on your next inhalation, softly bring your broadening palms up and over, keeping your elbows in contact with the floor. So on each inhalation, you raise your broadening palms up and over so your thumbs come to or towards your spine. And exhale, let your little fingers back down in contact with the mat. As you alternate between these two movements, as softly, as sensitively as possible, continuously broaden your palms to support softness in and around your shoulders, to support your shoulders to be as relaxed as possible, away from your ears and each other. Lips in gentle contact. Allow all the other muscles of your body to relax as much as possible. When your little fingers next come down in contact with the mat, separate your hands shoulder width apart. Softly broaden your palms to stabilize their contact with the floor. And inhale, come softly up through all fours to come down onto the front of your body and onto the tops of your feet. Feel free to bring your forearms in contact with the mat with your fingers pointing forward. Softly broaden your palms to stabilize their contact and lengthen your arms between your relaxed shoulders and your fingertips, and from your fingertips back to your relaxed shoulders. Allow your breath to flow as freely as possible. Invite your rib cage, back, buttocks, legs and feet to be as relaxed as possible, and keeping your lower back and your buttocks completely, continuously relaxed. On your next inhalation, softly lengthen your legs towards straightness between the broadening of your feet and your relaxed pelvis. On each exhalation, relax your legs and feet completely. On each inhalation, emphasize the lengthening down the inner plane of your leg, from your groin to the ball of your big toe, as you softly broaden from the ball of your big toe to your little toe, to softly draw your feet towards their outer edges. And as you alternate between these two movements, allow your buttocks to remain completely, continuously relaxed, and only fully straighten your legs if your buttocks remains continuously relaxed. letting go of any need to fully straighten your legs. Simply allow your legs to be softly lengthened within your intimacy of your knees and your pelvis, and your ankles remaining as soft and as quiet as possible. Allow your breath to flow as freely, as softly as possible. Eventually, allowing your legs to completely relax. Relaxing your feet and legs completely. When you're ready, slip your hands back to inhale, come up through all fours. Feeling free now to make your way to come to lying on your back, taking your time to come as safely and softly and sensitively onto your back. And when you come to lying on your back, feel free to support your head if you need to with a flat blanket. Feel equally free to place something under your knees to support your lower back. Feel free to release your legs just all the way along the mat, or to keep your legs bent, whatever feels most supportive to you. And as you take your time, feel free also to relax your hands and your arms, your feet and your legs. And invite all the muscles of your body to soften and relax as much as possible, in their own time and in their own sequence. But especially invite the small muscles of your face to relax, your tongue and your jaw, your ears and your eyes, deep into your eye sockets, the muscles around your brain, the muscles in and around your scalp, the back of your neck, your throat, all the way through your core to your pelvic floor. And as you invite your body to relax and soften more and more, feel the many sensations being generated in your body as your body softens and relaxes as much as possible. Invite your mind also to relax into the presence of your body, simply by feeling the sensations being generated in many parts of your body. And invite your mind to recognize the presence of softness or pressure or holding on or pain perhaps. And if your mind recognizes hardness in any form, simply feel those sensations as deeply, as intimately as possible, so that within that intimacy, those sensations might also relax and soften. And in a moment, I'm going to end this session, but feel free to remain here as long as feels fruitful, with the invitation to simply feel and soften as much as possible.